PICA is a primary prevention program which strives to educate and empower at-risk adolescents about electronic cigarettes. E-cigarettes are a cause for concern since many individuals are under the false impression that e-cigarettes are harmless. In fact, e-cigarettes contain nicotine, a highly addictive chemical which harms brain development, diacetyl, which leads to a condition called popcorn lung, and some even have formaldehyde, a chemical which is known for causing cancer. Our intervention targets those who are highly at risk, specifically minorities of low socioeconomic status who are also adolescents. Minorities are an at-risk population. One study found that among minority youth, e-cigarette initiation is associated with misconceptions of e-cigarette harm and addictive qualities. Additionally, odds of initiating e-cigarette use is highest among Hispanic youth, and minorities are consistently targeted by cigarette companies. Those with low socioeconomic status are at risk, since low socioeconomic status is a risk factor for adolescent smoking regardless of cigarette delivery method. Adolescents are significantly at risk, as e-cigarettes are more commonly used in adolescents than traditional cigarettes, and there has been a tenfold increase in use of e-cigarettes among high schoolers. Also, youth who have only smoked e-cigarettes are more likely to initiate traditional smoking as compared to those who have never used them. The schools that we utilized in the intervention are both located in Los Angeles County in order to control for environmental factors that could affect the study. Both schools also had similar populations of minority and economically disadvantaged students.
We will randomly select 10 health classes from each high school, one control and one intervention group. Because the two high schools are similar in demographic, they can be used in a parallel design study. The control groups and intervention groups will receive a survey to test their attitudes on e-cigarettes, then will be given the health lectures the school provides as part of their regular health curriculum.
Our pre-intervention schedule will consist of paid trainings for school teachers and staff, as they will serve at the forefront of the intervention. An anonymous pre-survey of all students will reveal the current trends and attitudes among students regarding the prevalence of e-cigarette usage. The intervention will include a prevalence comparison activity, in-class informational lessons, poster creation and distribution of information learned, student presentation competitions, and finally, inoculation workshops. We will conduct an anonymous post-intervention survey 3 months after the end of the intervention to discern whether or not our intervention had an effect. School teachers and staff will work alongside students to create a student-run organization focused on health promotion to continue the PICA campaign.
We will incorporate the theory of planned behavior. We will establish a positive attitude toward avoiding e-cigarette use, favorable social norms to avoid smoking, and a high level of perceived behavioral control when it comes to peer pressure situations. We will change attitudes by incorporating information and common misconceptions about e-cigarette health effects. We aim to create strong supportive social networks and change group beliefs about e-cigs by establishing an organization that raises awareness by placing posters around campus with e-cigarette statistics. By making students aware of the dangers of e-cigarettes, we suspect less people will start this behavior. In order to keep existing attitudes and beliefs consistent when encountering with pressured situations, we will incorporate inoculation techniques that prepare the students to deal with situational pressure around them. We will also establish stress coping techniques in order to maintain a strong sense of perceived behavioral control.
In measuring process outcomes, 2 components are used. First, dose, wherein the retention of information presented through the health sessions will be evaluated by attendance at each session, and engagement with the intervention will be determined by the students' presentations on the information that they've learned at the end of the course. And second, consistency, wherein evaluations will be filled out by the health instructors after each session in order to correlate what was planned with what occurred and the differences in teaching style between the instructors. Our outcome evaluation and measures include a pre- and post-intervention survey and a code need sample. With permission from the students' parents, there will be occasional testing scheduled blindly in order to monitor the use of nicotine products and whether or not that use decreases over the duration of the intervention. Thank you for listening.
And have a happy Thanksgiving.
Created using Powtoon.